Hurry, please.
I should be hearing this. Why is it? Okay. I don't get it. Check one. Why can't I hear you? Something. Why can't I hear you? But I can't hear you for some reason. This is very strange. I should be able to hear this as the device. So if I've got this as the device, why can't this is the only playback device, right? I can't even hear it. That's not good. Amy? Right now. So why can't I hear it? I'm having the trouble. Why can't I hear the music?
Especially in a matter such as this. The possibility that pains me. So I must put it to rest. To me. I know it.
I'm just having some issues with my audio. I can't hear myself. Why?
It was an accident. I'm sorry, Mark.
Alfie has it. He crept up on him. He snapped at me and he looked at me sorely.
0 cents.
Miss Lane said, folks in love can be such things, Queenie. What should I say or do or how much I love him, all that makes things worse.
Child, hold hard. It don't mean that love is lost.
No, Alfie has human frailty.
Well, now, as it happens, I do have it. You get Alfie to drink some of this.
You would safely.
And nothing but a drop of left from the need. She don't know it.
No one goes there. Twister, come to me. Twister, can't stop.
Well, don't jump on the bay. Who knows what they might do?
Emma, but he has it fixed in his mind there is danger.
Okay.
Them robbers who need
Please, training. Take on.
Don't be late, Twister. Emma, I thought I might take my shot with your guard this morning. I'm on the offering.
I don't want your help. None of you. Emma, I don't need your kindness. You're timid. That's me. Queer me, let us alone. Ask me to deliver your telegram as soon as it's arrived.
Are you aware of what is in here? Have you told Mr. Cochran that I intend to put his property
By post office regulations, I have learned others.
You will know soon enough. What you think of me, Miss Lane? That I'm a cruel heart. A loan was provided to Mr. Cochran strictly for the purpose of champagne in Paris, the most expensive clothes in Portugal.
There was a reason for this.
For his business, he also claimed that was how he spent the borrowed.
Can you not pity the man?
He has his own wife died. And he took my attention to my duties and my responsibilities. Did you let it ruin you? It did not drive you to place its trust in a man of unsound mind. Edward Cochran does not.
If one of us can be bullied by the coupon clippers, then we are all at
If you could pass on the nature of my predicament to your customers, your neighbors, foot soldiers, as you champion the moral cause of the wrong.
I would like to withdraw my. I understand, Laura. Leave the book with me.
It seems that I have offended you in your kindness.
Can I take you to try some smokes?
Oh, yeah. 2017, I had to restart because I to the greatest talk show that ever has been, is, and ever will be. The lie. Does that make sense? No, that's the guy currently in charge of our Cinco de Mayo. May the 4th be with you. The day before. How's everybody doing out there, guys? What a week. Crazy. It's been crazy. I mean, figuratively, there's some people think that there's a ghost girl walking through the woods up in New York. Oh, no. There's a physicist. Guy working in a hospital thinks he's Darth Vader. What's with that? Well, I'll tell you, because this is all. First of all, I would like to hands out there in Bidchat land, because and there has been tremendous delay. I'm sure there's delay right now. There is no apparent explanation because possibly be, and high-tech cameras that you can have as a webcam. So I know that's not the reason. The most sensitive mics out there. I mean, this mic, I'm gonna make love to you, baby. Oh, you so. You know, this beautiful. I absolutely am in. I'm a guy. I always envision this machine as a guy. So, you know, it would be like, what would you call it? Biomechanical? Gay? Bio? Audio interface. I freaking love it. I know I'm not the only one that uses it. It's not that. I don't know what is causing the delay. I'm looking at it live and it's not skipping. It's not. I'm getting a whole bunch of likes, which I love. Thank you for the likes. I love those. I love to see. Oh, it brings me purpose in my otherwise life that I live. Oh my God. So thank the stuff that you share. I've seen those happen. Don't exactly interact with me like other shows. You see other people, like, the only way I know that there are so many people online, I tried taking pictures of it, but it doesn't work. I don't know. So I want to thank you very much. I appreciate your fanaticism. What was happening with Emmy earlier today? Well, for those of you that are following me, I was on a great local super WQBN 1300 AM Nevada. She has a talk show called. First of all, it's not Japanese. What the hell's wrong with you? No, it's in Spanish. It's in Spanish. Or uniting hearts. Really, that's the literal. It's about bringing people together. Okay. Call into the show, and they are looking for something. That's, you know, a new boyfriend, a girlfriend, or maybe just a friend. And what they do is they call in, and if somebody wants to call them, they call them, and that's it. And then, you know, just leave it. And while she does that, she also plays music. Now, I should say this is in Spanish, okay? So this is, you know, we're talking about Luis Miguel. Well, not Luis Miguel, really, but like the most famous Latin adult. Don't know who I'm talking about. Look him up. Juan Luis Guerra, I think, is from all these people in between the calls, and she wanted to kind energy into her program. And first of all, I want to tell you guys, this herself, she brings enough youth to the program. So first of all, very, very sweet, very nice woman. If you want to support her, and Milagros on her program, it's uniendocorazones.org, AZONES.com. 1300 a.m. on your radio dial, Saturday morning. Really cool show, and then I'll be there. So if you guys want to listen in live, Spanish, because I'm sorry, but if you guys speak in English, even though I could understand you, very exclusive to being in Spanish, where we'd have to cut you off. Great friendship fan. So, you know, but that's if you guys are following me on Facebook, which I know many of you are. Anyway, you know, you can follow me there and what have you. And that, of course, what I'm talking about. But wait a minute. Before I talk about Cinco de Mayo, because as you very well know, May the 4th, popular quasi holiday. It's just really been kind of getting bigger and bigger. And it's become known as Star Wars Day. Pun, you know, warmly, it was shared by fans. And it's a special once-a-year celebration. And actually, fun fact, one of the earliest known recorded culture was in 1979, which was by author for Lucasfilm. So what ended up happening was but I'm kind of glad that Lucasfilm embraced Star Wars social media channels, even created a hashtag Star Wars. As the years kind of rolled by, more and more official partners have offered sales to honor the day. So, you know, it's really a be with each other, you know, in the Star Wars verse. Like, for example, one of the things that I really for Star Wars Day was on, you can actually find it on StarWars.com. See if I can find the name of the article writer. Hello. You know, they have like things you should watch. Star Wars The Phantom Menace, which is how Jedi saga. It offers the first look of Jedi Order, its hierarchy, what training apprentice. It also explores the idea of the living force. Suggests, you know, watching Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. Empire Strikes Back for any reason. And for that, my gosh, it shows Luke Skywalker at his best and actually takes him on the hero's journey. And well, he advises to watch Star Wars: The Clone Wars series specifically. In this episode, and he shows how he adapts Yoda's training style. Nature, I agree with that. Also, the Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the Mortis arc, season 3 shows us a whole new world of the Force. Literally, Mortis history about it, and then he also Yoda arc, and also there's an episode, season 2, episode 16, where Ezra secret to destroying the Sith, which brings him along with his friends to the Jedi. Yoda is made, setting all of them on new paths that will change them forever. It's episodes 21 and 22. Temple, and really, what does that look like? That was an interesting episode. I got The Force Awakens, where this kind of took the Force through Rey, and how she kind of comes to her. She kind of becomes born into the Force. After that, he advises going to see Rogue One. Chirrut Imwe, which is a devotee of the Force, but he doesn't. I am one of the Force, and the Force is with me, and I'm one of the Force is with me. Multiple levels. I mean, it was fantastic. And I don't know, I loved it. So there you go. There's Rebels links. It's called The Playlist, A Guide to the Force. And May the 4th. And now, what about Cinco de Mayo? Confusing holiday for a lot of people. First of all, Independence Day. Mexican Independence Day is on September. The Cinco de Mayo is not. Occurs on September 16th. Okay. Cinco de Mayo is the date is observed to commemorate the Mexican victory over French forces at the Battle of the Puebla. General Ignacio Zaragoza. Now, in the U.S., completely different significance. Okay, in the U.S., it's become a day. Mexico, this has become mostly a ceremonial through military parades and such. So It's sometimes mistaken. In fact, it's mistaken many times. In fact, not. And stuff that happened in this. The French actually occupied Mexico for a period of time, okay? Occupation of Mexico, which took place in the aftermath of the Mexican-American Reform War. Okay, the Reform War was a civil war which religion against the conservatives who favored a tight bond between the Roman Church and Treasury. On July 17th, 1861, then in which all foreign debt payments would be suspended for forces to Veracruz to demand reimbursement. Britain and Spain negotiated, Napoleon III decided to use the opportunity to interest the Second Mexican Empire. Well, the French did. Armed French fleet stormed Veracruz, landing a large French force driving from Veracruz towards Mexico City. The French army encountered heavy and Guadalupe. The 6,000 strong member French army attacked the May 5th, 1862. The Mexicans managed to decisive in the world. So there you have it. That is really. I actually know many Mexicans that we are so ecstatic about this. It's like this is what they tell me. You know, it's like, okay, you guys really about where they're coming from. Because think of it this way. It would be as if some country thought that it was, if they thought it was 9/11. How about that? How about that? That would be messed up. The point is, we would be equally frustrated. So there you have it. Of the day. Actually, I'm going to do a little quick bumper. Okay, I'm not sure why that played. I really don't. Much, much better. Okay, so this is what you're hearing is Ex Tenebris, which was. Hey, I think there's a congratulations in order for Mr. There it is. Believe that there. I know he put this. Aha. You guys know that I use his music a lot in the show, as well as Holden Strienet, other than Florida. And Daniel is hit Steam Greenlight, which is a program to make. I'm going to share this right now. It's called Val. Really cool, actually. I'll tell you a little more about it. Hold on, let me mute this. I don't. Brilliant saga. You can live the experience of a kingdom of desolation, which, according to legend, is able to grant the desolation. Reinhardt, has become a necromancer. His power nearly unstoppable. Reinhardt must be stopped before the realm is bathed in blood. Original pixel art. It's got an exclusive epic metal soundtrack by Daniel. Relics, secondary missions. You can talk to NPCs around the village to learn more. Captivating story. It's really cool, I tell you what. It looks just like Castlevania. We'll definitely buy this game. Oh, I have to sign in to say yes. Vote helps bring it closer to reality. All right. Weird news of the day. There's a picture captured by trail cam in upstate New York. Wondering, is the youngster a present day person or a ghost from the past? The camera, which was positioned near Route 74 in the town, was set up by new landowners. Danger. The police chief says he believes the image is real. Quoted as saying, "I've lived here all my life. I've never heard of a ghost running around the woods," he said. Several weeks ago, I've become more and more anxious to identify the girl and contact that area. Residents say there is a legend about a girl who was hit and killed on train. Of course, the picture has attracted the attention of local paranormal enthusiasts. In neighboring Greenwich, Tanya Woodward was quoted as saying, "Lots of historical places in the area, and we do pick up a lot of stuff from that." Information for her to interpret. Trail cams don't take the to visit the property with their team to determine if there is indeed any possible paranormal. Meanwhile, the representative from, yes, the chief, yes, who was visiting from out of state and had walked on a path through the property. Photo, but there are no solid leads. Adding that anyone with information about the girl. Oh, I don't know. I'm looking at the photo right now. Hold on. I am going to say this is a real person. I don't think it's a ghost. It's way too defined. That parts of it look like she's see-through. Cams are not high def. I mean, I know some are, but they're just made to do motion capture, and it's a still shot. And I mean, I'm looking at this. I don't see anything in this that makes me. I mean, I hope that whoever this little girl is, her family. If, oh my gosh, I can't even think about it. ghost, but tell you what, there are some spooky noises keeping him. I told a Long Island crowd Thursday that during legislative sessions he spends evenings in the 161-year-old mansion near the Capitol. Tough Italian guy, but I tell you, it gets creepy in that house. There's a lot of noises that go on. Home in Westchester has mentioned apparitions in the reputedly haunted. Sleepless nights reading about past governors. The only known death, Governor Charles Hughes, died from a stroke of apoplexy, according to State Archive. Stuart Lehman said historians have no reason to believe Hughes had unfinished business that would reports of paranormal activity. Lehman, who leads popular Capitol supernatural sounds and sightings in other state buildings, the sound of jangling and the ghost of a benevolent librarian who resides in the state education building. Office said he also believes the house is haunted. Patterson told the New York Post the building's original groundskeeper. He also said his 5-year-old nephew told him this is my favorite quote. Governor Cuomo should be relieved, Patterson said. It's a friendly ghost. Would not have any problem with their kid following a ghost hand. Well, all of you guys out there that go along with the theory, there's a physicist that says bupkis to that. In the so-called Bermuda Triangle may have been pulled under by methane bubbles. Interestingly enough, there is a similar used in the Clive Cussler recent book release, Odessa. Hydrogen sulfide gas or something in that book. Something but they weaponized it. So in the Department of Mechanical Engineering at University College London and author. Now, there is a video about this, but unfortunately, where is it? I'm going to put it on our Facebook. On our Facebook page. And where's our Twitter feed is Emmy Shift Show. That's Emmy Shift. Put it on our Twitter feed. And there you have it. There's that. And since we were talking about, May the hospital. He is in a Tennessee hospital. Williamson, this is his actual name, Darth Vader, is a 39-year-old. He was kind of being celebrated during May the 4th. Bartlett, where he's worked for the last 10 years, Williamson revealed that it was his mother's better judgment. Quoted as saying, "When I was born, my mother wanted." But with him being a Star Wars buff, I mean, what a Star Wars buff. Son, that's, by the way, that's bad as in good. Williams said his father could. When she came around and realized the name they selected for his birth certificate, she was like, kid, today he says he loves it and later changed it to one word instead of two. and people used to call him "Hey Space Boy," that kind of thing. That it's gotten him out of traffic tickets, given him a 4% reduction on a credit card requests for autographs and pictures, which he thinks is a bit much. That's not to say he likely won't go. I have out and never seen him. Also, if he had to pick a favorite Star Wars, so there you go. That's interesting. How about that? In the across the pond in the UK, apparently there was an emergency. Sent the internet into overdrive on Thursday morning. Rumors began. It wasn't real. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. That Queen Elizabeth II's entire house. Officials later revealed the real reason for the all hands was the Queen's 95-year-old husband from official engagements later this. Speculation and panic took over, with much of it centering on the possibility that family had died. There's memes all over the place about this. So, London on Wednesday, and you can see all of the interesting popped up. In fact, I will show them now. Here we go. And I am posting it on our Twitter feed. Okay, where am I? Side of the pond to the other. Well, as if you did not. The United States of America. And aside from, or at least, well, in the House, it still has to clear the Senate. Well, there has been a picture posted about Donald Trump, President Trump. Show the picture. I'm going to share it with you guys. Now, if you're following, is my Facebook page, Emilio Diaz. You can follow this at our Twitter feed, which is now. If you're on this link, it shows a picture of Donald Trump garden after the House passed a measure to repeal and replace the affordable. Because all of those people, same face. And that's BuzzFeed, Amanda Holland edited the image, shared it to Twitter. She was quoted as saying, "Would you have noticed if I hadn't said anything?" And no, I would not have noticed at all. And really says a lot. It really says a lot. Take that however you wish. Speaking of Trump, well, now that you, if you want to, Trump have started popping up in cities all over the U.S. on the 100th day of his crown. Well, as you might expect, they're causing a commode. You know, I can't even. I'm not even going to. Well, I'm sure many of you have heard of the president's new hotline January targeting what he called criminal aliens. He probably was not thinking of it like Crime Engagement Office Wednesday, one of the results of Trump's order, and it includes critics such as Representative Norma Torres, who's a Democrat, administration's effort to, quote, perpetuate a stereotype that immigrants are dangerous, it into a form of performance art by calling the 1-888-6423 phone number to report space aliens. Right? So, I mean, everybody's probably calling, talking about, you know, Superman. Good Lord, guys. Mars attacks. Go nuts. Things for other than what they're supposed to be used for. This, the very infamous terrorist organization, by listing items for sale. ISIS has urged expecting victims to their homes before taking them hostage and killing them. I can't believe there's an actual magazine. Wow. Wow. Published tutorial planning attacks in the West. Published in 10 languages before attacking, subduing, biting, and then slaughtering them. Keep being driven back with the aid of U.S.-led airstrikes. Oh, with those guys. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. When I get back, we'll be right back here on the Graveyard Shift Talk Show. I'm just punching in, guys. Hang in there. Thanks for all the likes out there. What I'm playing, all you have to do is open a new window, go to blogradio.com/the Graveyard Shift. So done. On talkradio.com/graveyard shift. And I'll be right back. Well, welcome back, ladies and for the night. All right. By the way, and this one is made by Holman Strianez, and one of these days I'm going to play one of their newest ones. In the comic book world that are watching and listening, there is it's already available. It was made available May 6th, which is obviously today. About you know what they did, but you don't know them, and that someone is Bill. That has been discredited with the co-creation of Batman throughout. Talking about it. I mean, well, no, people don't realize that creator of Batman. Okay, let me explain. There is this entire history of how when Superman was out as a comic, they needed more heroes or whatever they were at that point. And he came up with this Bob Kane's idea for the Batman was a guy in red spandex, Robin wears, and mechanical type. It's just not remotely basically come over and help him out. And Bill Finger decided, you know what, this doesn't look good. Make him look like a creature of the night. He darkened the costume. Became, more not form-fitting. Cape, and of course the cowl, the bat cowl. So really, Bill Finger created Batman. Not, in fact, more than that, Bob Kane wanted to call him Bat Dash Man. So basically, Bill Finger created Batman, not Bob Kane. Documentary, you learn about Bill Finger's history, his family history. One of the men behind this legend. Honestly, say I haven't watched the entire documentary yet, but away, and he missed out on all this recognition because he deserves it. You know, I say that this story hits very close to home because by Toy Biz, who's the company behind. You know that they. Oh yeah, look it up. It's one before I could use the name Intimate again, and but this isn't about me. So if you will please and watch Batman and Bill. It's a very behind one of the unsung heroes. Kind of, unfortunately, I hate to end the show like so I want to thank all of you for next week. We'll still be here, same bat time, same bat channel / the Graveyard Shift and Bidchat. You can either download it for free, Graveyard Shift. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Wow, that's a here on the Graveyard Shift talk show. See you later.